My name's Veronica and this is my auto ethnography. So I work in the back of a retail store and every now and then we will get clothes in that stink really bad. They can smell like chlorine or even eggs. I've noticed that it's not really in a specific brand of clothing or type of fabric, but I have noticed that usually if they stink, when I look at the tag it will say made in China or made in India or other developing countries. If I handle these clothes too much, it has made my eyes really watery and irritated, and if they smell really bad, I have actually gotten nauseous and I've gotten really bad headaches from it. So today, through Trace Chains, I'm going to tell you what is making these clothes stink, how it affects us, how it affects our environment, and then I'm going to trace it back to the manufacturers that are producing these products with a main focus on China. From there, I'm going to tell you how they're affecting their environment, how they're affecting their society, and how this attracts emotional ecologists, the Greenpeace organization. As consumers, we all end up participating in a global toxic cycle just by washing our new clothes. On this side of the graph, you will see once our new clothes have been washed, that we have unknowingly sped up the process of breaking down nonphenol oxalates into toxic nonphenol chemicals, which are hormone disruptors. Then in return, are released into aquatic systems, even in countries where the use of MPEs are banned, such as the US and most parts of Europe. Here you can see that most apparel has come from developing countries in 2008. This still rings true today because these countries can provide goods and labor at cheaper prices than our country can. But since the U.S. has become so dependent on these inexpensive manufacturers, most are unaware of the chemicals that are put in the clothes. So then U.S. companies are naively contributing to our own water pollution. It's a commodity fetish that still continues to pass up consumers and companies year after year. Coming back to this pollution cycle, you can see that the source of pollution starts from the textile industries. These industries not only ship their polluted apparel to other countries, but also pollute their own waters by the toxic discharge of MPEs, dyes, or other chemicals. So in that regard, countries such as China are destroying their waters so much that most of their aquatic life dies off or contains harmful chemicals. Above all, this has taken its toll on their society because there is a huge lack of clean water. Starting in 2011, Greenpeace had begun to publish several reports on their investigation into this toxic cycle. In the first two reports, they showed their results on the chemicals being released from the Youngor Garment Factory and the Welldine Factory in China. Their results determined that most of what was being released was unsuitable for aquatic life. This organization also tested the chemical composition of 141 clothing items bought from 29 different states. While they found a wide range of chemicals in the clothes, Greenpeace was also able to expose several clothing companies that were linked to these toxic clothes. And since then, many companies have been trying to be more involved with their manufacturers to ensure detoxed clothes and reduced liquid discharges.